sports, welcome to another round of Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing Toronto FC 0, Atlanta United FC 2. Toronto FC lose. They are mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. Before I get into this match, I have a small announcement. For the matches that I will be going live for Toronto FC for the rest of the season, now that they're mathematically eliminated, the 401 derby against Montreal on Saturday, the upcoming Saturday, the Canadian Championship semifinal against Pacific, and if they make the Canadian Championship final, live in RSR. So those three games will have both. The Miami game, I'm going live for Forge Santos de Guapiles anyway, so that's just a RSR. Toronto, Philly, just a RSR. And Toronto, DC on decision day, I'm not going live for. That is just a RSR. So 3 of the 6 games that are left, possibly, for this team, I will only be going live for. So half the games that we could play that are left, I'll be going live for. The other half are just RSRs. First 3 of them live RSR. Other 3, just RSR. So half and half, okay? I'm not going live for every game. I can't do it. Honestly, I wouldn't have anyway. As I said, Wednesday, Forge versus Santos de Guapiles. I'll be going live for that. The first leg, RSR for Toronto, Miami. I'll watch both, but there you go. So with that being said, here are the goals. As follows: in the 45-plus second minute, Luis Araujo of Atlanta United. Ball crossed in by Bello. Falls to Araujo. I don't know what exactly he was doing, or Kamar Lawrence was doing. He was just standing there. Araujo chips Bono. That is 1-0 Atlanta United. That's the way it would go into the half. A bad goal to allow going into halftime. And then in the 90-plus 7th minute, Marcelino Moreno gets the ball, runs in, takes a shot to the far post. Very soft, on the ground, but it rolls in. Bono can't do nothing about it. 2-0 Atlanta. That's the way it would end. Stats are as follows: 15 shots to 17, 4 shots on target to 9, 54% possession to 46% possession, 504 passes to 446 passes, 86% pass accuracy to 86% pass accuracy, 17 fouls to 13, 2 yellow cards to 2, 1 red card to 1, which we'll get into that fight, by the way, 2 offside to 0, and 4 corners to 0. TFC were honestly, offensively, they had a lot of chances, but defensively, they did not come to play. Defensively, they were soft. They had as many holes as Swiss cheese. They were serving up soft serve like it was DQ, all right? Not great, okay? Not great by TFC, the way they played defensively. Offensively, they had some chances, but they just couldn't finish, either because Atlanta was parking the bus after they got that goal, / they just couldn't finish. They did not have luck on their side. They did not have performance on their side. And I know it's bad to say luck, but honestly, the way they were playing before the international break, they score those goals. Was the break that bad to basically stop their momentum? I guess it was. But with that being said, what can you do? What can you do? Pozuelo, I thought he had a good chance or two. He just couldn't convert. Josie, he actually looked okay, per se. Coming off of his injury, he looked okay. Schaffelberg, when he was on, looked good. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy was a spark plug. Offensively, the team did not falter. The chances just were not converted. Whether that's luck or whether that's the bus was parked. Either way, it was the defense. 2 soft goals given up to Atlanta United. Without Josef Martinez, you are putting yourself behind the 8 ball. Frankly, I don't know what else to say. You put yourself behind the 8 ball, but then again, you've done that all year. Chris Armas puts you behind the 8 ball every single week. The players themselves, during most of Javier Perez's reign, put themselves behind the 8 ball, and we can admit that. With that being said, you cannot be good or great for 1 quarter of the season to take away all the other 3 quarters that you were absolutely trash. You cannot be great for 1 quarter of the season and expect to make the playoffs. I know teams have done it before, but you know what the difference between Well, this Atlanta, they look like they may do it. And Seattle, you know what the difference is? They became consistent when it mattered. This Toronto team has talent. They were unbeaten through 5 at this point, right? Right. But they never looked consistent. You were still afraid that they would make a mistake. There was no room for error. Seattle and Atlanta at least gave themselves room for error. We did not. We had to be perfect. And this team was not consistent enough to be perfect, to somehow make that miracle run. Because they ran it down to the last possible moment. They did this to themselves. That's why they're eliminated. They didn't wake up. They did wake up around New England and when they brought in Perez. And they did well against New England and Chicago and New York. But that Philadelphia game at Subaru Park is what damned this team to being eliminated. Because after that game, they choked on a chicken bone. Just like last year. Last year. Sounds familiar, right? They would go to Subaru Park. Get beat up. Suck for the rest of the year. Win a game, but get eliminated by Nashville. Small sample size, right? They go to Subaru Park. They go on a 6-match winless run and then start winning again. They put themselves in a position to where they gave up and then woke up and then gave up again. That's why they're out. And you could say, yeah, but even then, Philadelphia was too far in the future for me. It was Chris Armas. We were already out when he got sacked. No, they still had some time. They did. Now, if you want to be a pessimist and defeatist, yeah, it probably was over by the time he got sacked. You're right. Maybe. I don't think so. That New England game in Gillette, great. That game against New York in Toronto, great. The game against Red Bulls was pretty good. Draws, but still pretty good. Chicago, they beat Chicago. They drew Nashville and Toronto. That's pretty good. They had performances up until that Philadelphia game, and then they just quit. That game ruined them, honestly. This game was another game where they should have been better. The scoreline did not flatter Toronto, but the defense choked. This team needs a lot of work done in the offseason. You need a new striker. You need a new right side winger. You need 2 new outside backs, because Larrea's probably going to Europe. Moro's retiring. So yeah, you could start Alro and Lawrence, but you need backups. All right? Unless you want to play Luke Singh there. I don't know. You need new center backs. You need a new center back, if not 2. Hopefully Ralph Priso comes back healthy pretty quickly. Lorenzo Insigne would be awesome. If that's true. I would love Lorenzo Insigne to come to Toronto. I would. I love Insigne. He's a great player. I love him. And I'll buy an Azzurri kit and a Toronto kit with his name on it if he goes to Toronto. Also Seba if he comes back. But with that being said, there needs to be a lot of changes this offseason. As I've said, if I'm not doing 12 TFC videos about signings and new manager this offseason, post the day after Christmas or New Year's Eve, I'm going to be mad. I want 12 TFC videos about signings and new coach and all of that by the end, during this offseason, before the start of CCL, if we do somehow get in there. Because if we do have talent, and I do think we could, with this weak Mexican contingent of teams and all that, we could be right back to contending and maybe even win the CCL if we do the right things. But do I trust this board to do the right things? No, I don't. I don't trust Ali Curtis. I don't trust Bill Manning. I don't trust them. I don't trust these people to make these decisions. I do not. So will we make the decisions? They need to make the moves, and that's what I'm asking for, but they will not do it, and that's what scares me, that they won't do it. With that being said, I've laid it out perfectly. We are eliminated. Mathematically eliminated. Exterminate like the Daleks, okay? No, we them Reds. No. No. No dumb SpongeBob. We them Reds. We got Pozuelo. We got Stephen Colwell on commentary. No, none of that. None. No. None of that. All of you, put your heads down. Because that's what you should do. And think about what you've done this year. Put your heads down. All right. Bad. Just a bad game and a bad way to end. Yeah, you got 5 more in the regular season and 2 Canadian Championship matches if everything goes right there. So, 7. It sucks. It hurts. I wish they were better, and I wish they could have kept this going a little bit. But hey, at least we got past the international break. I did say that. So, with that being said, Toronto. And by the way, don't fight. By the way, Mark Delgado. No, wait. No, he got a yellow card. He gets suspended next week. Alro Jr., put your head down. I'm mad. You fought. Now, both you and Barso got red cards for a fight, for a foul, and it just started into a scrap. That's why there were 9 minutes of stoppage time. Why would you even do that? Was that Atlanta just fighting again, or did you start it? And then Richie Larea goes up to Rob Valentino, starts talking trash. What were you doing? You didn't get spit on this time. Why? Why would you do that? Dumb. Wrong. Put your head down and think about what you did. You wanted to start a fight because you got mad because you knew you were done. You knew you basically were mathematically eliminated. And you started to fight because you lost your cool and lost your composure. That's not a way to go out. I'm sorry. That's not the way to go out. That pisses me off. That's not the way to go out. I'm sorry. You can't do that. You cannot do that. With that being said, I said all I needed to say about this game. Toronto's eliminated mathematically. Only 3 live watch-alongs out of the last 7 games. Canadian Championship in Montreal, I'm not doing the Decision Day game. I'm not doing Miami, Philadelphia, or Atlanta away. I'm not doing that. So with that being said, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Check out my Patreon. $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything's appreciated. Help support the channel. Be awesome if you do. Also, support by liking, sharing, commenting, super chats on the streams, putting this in playlists, sharing this with your friends and family, all of that. With that being said, on Wednesday? Or is there some on Tuesday? I think Wednesday and Thursday, ain't it? There's nothing on Tuesday. On Wednesday, I will be doing a live watch-along for Santos de Guapiles versus Forge FC and a RSR for Inter Miami versus Toronto. Not that it matters, but hey, can we at least pick up 3 points and stay respectable, okay? With that said, thank you. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace. See you soon.